Welcome all, it's another day and it's weekend, so it's time to do some analysis for what we can find for the upcoming week. This was a chart of my video I did yesterday about gold and silver, which the prediction was that from here, or the prediction, the forecast, or whatever you want to call it, the analysis was that we would see another move lower, and that is what actually happened last week. We started to push lower, and there's still some room to the downside, so let's see what happens from here on out. I will go into quite some Great British Pound pairs. Someone asked me in one of my comments to highlight the British Pound, so I will go into that as we speak. First of all, I want to get the British Pound futures on my chart, and then you get the question why someone wanted me to do this this video. Here's the thing. Almost all year the pound, of course, was in a bearish channel or a bearish move. Right here I was on it earlier in some other video I did about how to use the futures, the currency futures, to actually find trending markets. So we broke out indeed, and we came into this level, which was of course level that found resistance at this support level. So that's what happened. Then we came back to find a sell-off, and then finally at the end of last week we saw this, well, let's call it an explosion of the Great British Pound to the upside. And this is just a picture of the pound on itself. So the pound is trending strongly. It's strongly bullish. It confirms that it broke out of the bearish channel, and the confirmation. We also have this level over here where resistance, or the level where the price broke out, came back and now found a retest and is very is a new support. So we are officially in a trend reversal. We are officially bullish on the Great British Pound. So let's put that out there first. Then let's try to get some things on the chart for now, for this week, all pound related. It's from a price action perspective, this is an interesting one, because we were in a bearish move. We broke out of this bearish move, and actually under normal circumstances this would have been a continuation pattern or something like a reversal pattern to keep moving higher. I did point out this level, that when price reached this, the trend line break was one thing, moving into this first real resistance area was the second, and then we had the sell-off. But it's not just because of price moving into a resistance. This is of course because of the whole let's say Great British Pound explosion at the moment. So quite obvious, we had a breakout, we had a strong sell-off, and with moves like this, let's see if this sell-off continues from here on out, or that we might first get a pullback and then a sell-off. But overall, very obvious. Of course, we are 100% bearish at the moment for Euro, Great British Pound. Then Great British Pound US. Well, this is kind of a duplicate picture of the Great British Pound futures itself. So yes, this is very bearish, and I can tell you that most of the charts I will show you from here on out are charts like this. Let's for example say, what happens to the Great British Pound Swiss franc. It was already bearish, things already happened. We came into this support area, we came into this trend line. In combination with what we are seeing on the Great British Pound futures, this is skyrocketing to the upside at the moment. So bullish. That's it for now. I gotta say, someone asked me, isn't it more interesting to do a video, or isn't it interesting to do a video about the Great British Pound? Yes, on one hand, but on the other hand, me as a technical trader, and I'm looking for opportunity with great risk reward, I'm 2 days too late to enter all of these trades, because it's already happened, and I don't know if I'm really confident or really happy to enter a trade on a just newly formed high on the daily chart. But I don't know your strategy, of course. I don't know your risk management rules, so maybe it is. But overall, yes, for sure, this is a This is a nice move. Another thing is that someone asked me to do some analysis on the more long-term trend analysis. Well, with moves like this, the pound will keep going, I think, for a while. Next, Great British Pound, the Australian dollar. What else? What do I have to say? Strongly bullish. Was already in this channel over here, where price was moving in bullish direction. At the moment, again, it's kind of, are you entering the market on Monday over here? I don't know. I would like to see a potential bounce off of this area, maybe a retest of this resistance area or something like that. I would prefer to first, yeah, I need some reference. I need something to put in a stop and calculate if I lose 2%, can I make, for example, 4%? So that's something I'm looking for. Great British Pound, New Zealand dollar made a rally as well, but was already in a pretty strong and long bullish ride, and now of course skyrocketed back to the recent highs, but has also found some resistance on a level that is quite a level. I think with this bullish candle and the way how strong the Great British Pound is moving, I think this can continue. I think this is a move that can break this resistance and go at least to the next one, and that's over here, of course. I think that is very likely in this case. So yes, interesting move. Also interesting to see how I trade this and how great rallies 1, 2, 3 are in this pair already. The Great British Pound, Canadian dollar. What else do we have over here? This also is quite interesting. We had this this move over here. Let me just put that back on blue for some reason. Yes, we had this move over here, and now we are seeing this this price movement over here. So we were bearish, we turned bullish. We had one move, a retest and confirmation, and then another rally, and we came back into this level, and now we are seeing another rally. So again, looking for entries. Let's see what next week gives us. If we get an opportunity to enter these trades, but of course very bullish. Pound against the Japanese dollar. It's kind of all the same. I don't know if you guys watch my videos every week, but I go through these, and the things I look for is like, is this a bullish or a bearish run? I would have been bearish after this trend line break, after this support level broke. I would have gotten an entry short on this side, and I would have gotten into this trade for 3 months. And when finally broke this resistance and the trend line, I would have got out. If I would be behind my charts, I was able to take a trade to ride the first rally. Most of the time, of course, you miss them because I'm not a day trader. I don't sit behind the charts all day. So I see this and I'm like, okay, a shift in momentum, a shift in direction. When it comes back and retests this level, which actually just on point happened, I would consider to go long, and by the same rules I apply if I want to get in a trade like that, because this is all correction, and then finally if I see a break somewhere, well, here it happened, of course, with the huge momentum of the British pound. So this is, breakouts don't really skyrocket just like this normally, but in this case it did. So yes, interesting to see. We had some consolidation in this move. We'll see some consolidation here now as well. So let's see what we get from here on out. Maybe this level, previous resistance, will act as a support. So for a small pullback, retest could be an entry. Okay. So that's a lot of British pound. I hope that helps. Let's go into a little bit of dollar related pairs, because actually the markets are moving, and man, is it easy to make money in Forex at the moment, because we are seeing this. We had a bearish run for quite a time. Let's go to the daily chart. And now finally we broke out. We are still out of this channel, so the price closed outside of it. So go back to the 4-hour. Yes, this all happened as well. Of course, we had these moves, not as steep or straight up as we thought, but this turned out a little bit. Wait a minute, this one turned out it got a little bit further, and this eventually happened. So it's interesting to see. It's not about being right, but it's interesting to see, I think, how technical analysis work, and that's the reason I leave all things on my charts when I do new analysis. So what happened here? We broke out, we came back, retested this level, and now we are in here for another push. Some consolidation or maybe pullbacks may occur over here. So yes, this is bullish at the moment, and there's a lot of room to the upside from here on out. So yes, let's we got ourselves some interesting moves from here on out. That's the euro dollar. Let me get something else for this week. Yeah, well, often the euro dollar moves like that, and this is already in play. I came into this trade by the break of this level. You know, I think I came in at this retest, to be honest. So this was a great rally as well. I hope you who are following me are all in this trade, of course. It's quite easy money. This is an interesting one. Let's go to the daily. It's also something I pointed out weeks ago. We had this move up, then we had this break lower when this resistance. Here it was resistance, here it became support broke. We came in to retest, went a little bit further than I expected, but those pin bars helped to confirm that we were running out of steam, and then we turned around. So we never broke the high. We are definitely in a bearish move at the moment. So I would personally relocate this, and this would be the next level, which quite confirms my idea, looking at these arrows, how price is likely to behave from here on out. And yes, just like the euro dollar is trending, the dollar Singapore is trending as well. So the Great British Pound and the dollar are both in trending phases at the moment. So last week, at the end of the week, we really started to see some big opportunities, and this week, coming week, trading forex, big moves are going on. Try to hop on the train, but manage risk, of course. I describe all risk management, everything in my book. I'll show you in the description down below how you can get your free copy, so you know exactly how I'm trading. So watching these videos becomes even more valuable because we are thinking the same, managing our trading the same, and you know, just be successful all together. That's it for now. Thank you. I will go into a new video tomorrow, and that will be a video all based on weekly chart analysis. So that will be long-term moves in forex, I think, a little bit, but most likely as well in the indices or certain stocks. Just to point out that I think it's a good thing to look at the bigger time frame and the long-term trending market. So I'll get into that in more detail tomorrow. Thanks for the question in the comment. If you want me to do anything, comment, like, subscribe. Please help me help you. Okay, thank you. Have a good weekend.